I'm posting this video a bit later than usual, but this is still a very interesting video because I'm going to be talking about a level that got verified a decent few months ago. However, there's been some recent progress with it that I want to talk about that I found really interesting, and so that's why we're making a video on it. And that level is, of course, Cognitohazard. This is a WizKid verification from 4 months ago. And Cognitohazard is one of the most interesting extremes that is currently rated on the servers for reasons within the level and outside of it. The main thing about the level itself is that it was made for a contest where the whole idea is that it was made for the purpose of never being beaten, right? If someone beats your level, you lose pretty much. So WizKid was obviously the verifier, all these levels got verified, but their idea is that only the verifier would ever actually beat them. And you can kind of tell from this level with how it works. There's a lot of randomized sections. There's a lot of 2-player. There's some weird like 2-player and 1-player mixes in the level. Like this part is what's mainly known for. If you just look at it, you could just tell that it's just it's just straight stupid, but it looks so interesting. There's barely any extremes that are like this, and yeah, all these skill sets just blend perfectly for WizKids, which, you know him, high CPS, spam player, he plays a lot of unrated stuff, right, so he's used to unorthodox gameplay, and that's pretty much this entire level, and so that's why he was able to verify it, and why, hopefully in the creators' minds, no one else can. Just to give you an idea on how crazy these levels get, here is the crossing. This is a level that was also entered for the same contest, and if I scroll a bit further on, people are literally doing this, whatever this is, to figure out how to beat the level. Like, I don't get, like, what is he doing here? I know that a lot of people know how this works now, but I still don't. What is happening here? But the reason why this level is so interesting to me, and also why I'm so happy that there is progress being made on it, which we're going to talk about a bit later, but first, let's just get out the way. A lot of people might realize that if you look at the demon list, this level currently isn't on it, and if we look at this Reddit post, you can see that this level got rated like 4 months ago, right? It got rated legendary, which is crazy. Barely any extremes get that high, so that's really cool. I think it deserves it. But the point is, this was rated 4 months ago and it's not on the demon list. And if you guys know, the demon list is usually rating levels within a month. They wait a month to gather opinions and they place the level, or if it's a top 1 or a really popular level, in some cases they just place it on the spot, right? It's kind of unheard of to see levels go multiple months without being placed. But that's what's happened to Cognitohazard. It's one of 2 levels currently that is just sitting in pending indefinitely. It is not getting placed. And as you can see, by the key placement here, it means that this level could be main list or extended list. They literally have no clue where this thing could place at all. And I think that's a bit weird. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I think the demon list should be placing this regardless. I think it's unfair to leave levels pending for multiple months. They got rated, they're probably in the top 150. You think it's in the top 150 at least, so place it somewhere. I don't care if you're wrong, I just want to see it on the list. And even if it is like heavily wrong, I think that it allows for super cool events for the community to look back on. Like how we see super probably level now, how we heavily underrated it beforehand. But also the reason they don't know is because no one's playing this level, right? There is no one making considerable progress, so they literally have nothing to base it on at all, because no one wants to touch this level. Except for Billy Yod, and this guy is the main guy who we're going to be covering today. I'm actually going to subscribe to him right now. And this guy has been doing some incredible progress. I barely seen anyone talk about him. I saw one short with like 1,000 views talking about this guy. He's super underrated. As you can see, he's been playing the level for a bit. We saw his first progress 2 months ago, getting 75 to 93. And then he's been pretty much playing it ever since. You can see that he plays a lot of really jank levels. So this level is one that makes a lot of sense for him to try and beat. As we can see, he's a checked Steam victor with all the spams. So he is like, he has got the kit to beat this level. And yeah, this is just a super interesting thing to see progress on, and I'm so happy that we're actually seeing someone make progress on this level. It happened a couple days ago, so this isn't really fresh news, but I do want to still cover it because I think that this is really interesting and needs more eyes put on it. I just can't believe someone's actually playing a level like this, and I really like when people play levels that just are like so stupid that no one wants to actually try. Now, the reason that he was able to get this is because he kind of got motivated after apparently someone said that they got 34%, which would have been world record at the time for this level. I believe that our guy here actually had the world record before this, before it got taken. How is this guy doing this? He is super far into the level during this run. Like, he gets very deep into it. He just misses out on that big kind of stupid memory, big swinging part. Like, I don't even know what to call it. He dies at this spam. And he claims that this is 75 to 70% of the level's difficulty. So this means that he's actually pretty close to fully beating it. And WizKid also kind of mentioned this in his verification. There's a whole bunch of text here from WizKid, but the main thing that he said is that kind of once he passed a later part of the level, it's just nerves. Like, the only reason you're gonna die is nerves, and it's just a nerve check to actually finish this level off. Now, I will mention there is other reasons why this level is, not really being played. One, the level isn't of the best quality even, and that's because the level had a really strict deadline for being released. Not as much for verification, but like for the actual creating process, they had like barely any time to finish this, and WizKid states that that's why a lot of this level is in a very slow pace, a slow speed, so that they had less to decorate, which completely makes sense. But even with that, they were able to pull a legendary rating, and it just looks so cool. Like, this level is super interesting, and I really love when people have these contests that just give us the most bizarre levels ever, because even if you don't like these levels, they kind of bring a lot of eyes to community. They're a talking point in a sense, which I think we need more of levels. I like that it's trying stuff new. It's thinking out the box. Like, look at this. What parts, I could name like 1 or 2 levels that remotely have anything that looks close to this. Like, this is such a cool concept for decoration and gameplay. One level that it kind of reminds me of is the Art of the Blade. This was another like contest level. It came from a contest, and again, I love these levels because, like, even though I would probably hate to play these, right? I would never play these myself. I think they're really important to have in the community. I think that we need levels like this that do stuff that's out of the box. Like, yes, I mean, Art of the Blade even has good decoration. It's not just because of the weird gameplay style. Everyone knows the ending of this level where every victor pretty much has to pause and read a whole manuscript just to see where to go. I mean, you don't actually read it. I'm pretty sure there's like free objects that you have to look for in the level. It's kind of like how Booba Wamba works. It's the same thing, which is kind of funny because, WizKid was the first pauseless victor of this level, who is the verifier of Cognitohazard, so I think that's pretty funny. But yeah, this is just a super interesting level. The same with Cognito. Actually, this level gives so much Cognitohazard vibes. It's a lot less in your face with a bunch of, unorthodox stuff, and it looks a lot more approachable, but still, I think that these levels are just a really cool thing to see in the community. But that's pretty much it. As for when I think we can see this get placed, I'm just gonna have to assume that we're going to see this level get placed once we get that victor. As for where it place, I don't really know. It depends where Blue Yod and WizKid think. But, I mean, it would be really interesting to see where this gets placed. Personally, if I have to give my guess, I like to give a guess on these things, but this is going to be heavily inaccurate because I haven't even touched the level. But I feel like something like this is probably going to end up... I don't think it will be harder than Master Puppets. I think it's going to end up around here. I think it'll be placed at, like, 40. Yeah, I think 40 is a good spot. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be placed at 40 on the demon list. But yeah, not much to say. Go support Bleeyod. Go give his video a like. Give him some attention. And also, we are so close to 10,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. If you want to help hit that, consider subscribing. But yeah, just thank you so much for all the support. But don't have much more to say. Thanks for watching, and peace.